Hello and welcome back to Diablo 4 Server Slam Weekend. This is the second beta weekend, and earlier we played as this handsome gentleman in the center of the screen here, Mr. Joe Mama. We played him as a werebear druid, and now I think it's time to try out the classic sorcerer. And since we're gonna do classic, let's choose a female. Now, we don't get to keep any of these characters in the actual game, so I'm gonna kind of skip through the customization, but I am curious what we can pick between. Oh, face variations 1 through 4. Alright. Skin tones, eye color, and seems about it. Hairstyle. Okay. Well, it's good to know. Facial hair. Okay, eyebrows. Got it. Makeup. Jewelry. All these things that I'm never going to pay attention to. You know, I just don't zoom in that often. When I do make an actual character when the server comes out, we'll pay more attention to that. But it looks like some fairly basic customization features. Cast this. Alright. And I played on tier 1 earlier, so let's try tier 2. And oh, well, sorry about that. You probably didn't get to see much of that, huh?
Humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Horizon.
Well, the sorcerer is much smaller than the druid, for sure.
But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And centuries ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip this. Basically, your horse dies in the cold, it gets disemboweled for no reason, and then you find a cave. And we wake up right here outside the cave after an ominous wolf was walking towards us. Find shelter before I freeze. You were just in a cave. So I guess we got that, you know, ominous wolf dog thing. If you want to see the intro, you can check out the earlier video I made on stream, or I'm sure it's in Blizzard is advertising it somewhere. I'm gonna try and skip some of the cutscenes and chatter just to get more gameplay in, and we can focus on the characters and character progression, because I'm trying to get through as many of these characters as we can while the weekend's available, and I'm kind of running out of time. So we just have basic attacks. We're holding a knife, and we're still ranged attack. Obviously we haven't leveled up yet, so we're just magically smacking fools with our dagger from afar, which I guess is cool.
Another abandoned town.
And with ranged characters, if you hold down shift, well, any character, if you hold down shift, you stop moving. And so clicking would force a cast at that point.
Not while I'm in town.
What's going on here?
Oswin, hush. Come. I'll explain.
Yeah, we skipped the conversation. That they're claiming that this guy has gone crazy based on something he sees in this temple that's nearby.
That poor monk back there must have gone inside.
Of course, if you've played Diablo 4 before or watched another video before watching this one, you know that that fool ain't crazy. They just, like, are messing him up.
Could you protect us from whatever is out
This
there?
evil little town.
We have nowhere else to turn.
There is evil lurking in those ruins.
I will drag it into the light of day.
Truly?
And now we get to look at our skill points.
These will keep you safe.
And that's A. Alright, so as a mage, we get to choose between electricity, frost, fire, and another electricity. Okay. So Spark launches a bolt of lightning that shocks an enemy 4 times, dealing 2 damage per hit. So a dot. Frostbolt, throw a bolt of frost at an enemy. Pretty self-explanatory. Deals 10 damage and chilling them for 15 seconds. Chilled enemies have reduced movement speed. Repeatedly chilling an enemy will freeze it. I really like frost in a lot, like especially with a kiting character, and when you're playing with other people, which I'm planning on doing. Hurl a flaming bolt, deal 3 damage, and burning for 12 damage over 8 seconds. That's a nice, significant dot, but not a lot of upfront damage. So let's just see how frost goes. You can always pay to reassign your skill. Excuse me. You can always pay to reassign your skill points later if you're dissatisfied with the choice you made. Now, it's not free like in Diablo 3, but you can do it, unlike in Diablo 2, where you just had to make a new character. Like, let's say you went most of the game as a summon necromancer, and then eventually you get to the point where you're like, my summons aren't doing anything. Make a new character. Alright, so we're just going to rush through this intro where it's going to lead us to the main town, and we can kind of start getting into the thick of our abilities and what they're capable of doing, and you know, maybe get some multiplayer action going. I'm digging how fast we can cast that. I guess it's because we're holding a dagger as our primary weapon. Maybe the primary weapon affects our cast speed. So like a staff would attack slower and do more damage. Potentially. Oh, explosive barrel. Alright, so if I hold shift, then it casts in that direction. So that's cool. Just like I expected it. And actually, we have a skill point that I need to use. So we can upgrade Frostbolt to deal 1 additional damage. Which doesn't seem like a lot. I'm sure it adds up, you know, over time. Frostbolt has a 15% chance to explode on chilled enemies, hitting surrounding enemies. Chance increased to 100% against frozen enemies. So if you freeze something, you're going to be freezing a lot of somethings. I like that. I like the sound of that. I guess I could have done that before, but that's okay. Looks like it refilled our potion anyway, so didn't end up mattering. Basically, if I'm full on potions and I'm not full on health and I'm between battles, like, it seems like potions drop often enough that you should use the potion. So this is a fallen shaman. He's going to raise these fallens. This is a common enemy in the Diablo universe. Hence Fallen, because they come back, right? They done been Fallen, but now they back up. 9 gold. Let's run back for that. Alright. Alright, this guy's a Fury Fallen. Looks like he, as Fury, he shows, or Fiery, I'm not sure how you say it. He's going to be throwing fire bolts with telegraphs. Try those like circles it created. Don't stand in those. You're going to get hit. You're going to burn. Pay attention. You know? As he should. Alright, we got a new dagger. The one we found a while ago is actually even better than the one we just found. So, you know, good on us, eh? Actually, I didn't even read that. Oh, it's +6. That seems like a significant amount of damage considering Frostbolt does 16 now. Ooh. Yeah, and that is, it does look like that's completely based on weapon damage too. The Chamber of Calling. I guess we're calling this fool. This looks like we just need to like run away to avoid getting hit by the fool. Telegraph. Avoid the telegraphs. That made us vulnerable. We do not want to take damage during that. When you're vulnerable, you'll see, I think it pops up vulnerable over your name, but it also, yeah, like I went vulnerable and it set it over top of our head, but it also puts like some purple lightning bolts over your health globe in this like center left area. I'll try and indicate it next time. Yeah, there. See those cracks in the globe? Get some shift casts going. There's plenty of potions to pick up. And we got him, no problem. Alright. So then we take this rope out of here, head to the town, and, you know, we're supposed to sit through some cutscenes, but I'm going to save us some time. Let's kind of explain what's supposed to happen in case you haven't watched it. And, you know, it's opening beta weekend, so you probably haven't, so my bad on that, but we're pressed for time. I've already recorded it once, so you know, you can go check it out. Frostbolt makes frozen enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds. Frostbolt generates 4 mana when hitting chilled or frozen enemies. Oh, I like that. So we'll get mana faster. Oh, I probably should have chosen a core skill. Those are like our mana dumps. So like this first one is like when we're casting Frostbolt, we're actually gaining mana.
You've returned.
She sounds surprised that we returned, huh? Sell these fools some of my stuff. You know, it says +7 damage. My attack power went up, so we'll go with that. Why not? I'll swap it back if I need to.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should
So
be
these people
safe
ask us to celebrate with them. They poison our food. They make us pass out, and then they try and get us. They try and sacrifice us to Lilith. They fed us some of her blood petals, which is significant. And this is the crazy guy, aka a monk, who came and saved our lives against the townspeople. There you go. Now we just got to take out the townspeople, investigate their church, and we can move forward.
Us now.
That was all of
You're just like us now.
Madman. Those heretics.
They drugged me. Yeah, they drugged me too, boss. Pick up that chapel key. He's gonna let us out. And we can run over to that chapel. Let's go. We happen to know that it's already down here. Man, that webcam thing that I have is like... It's kind of cool when it's working, and it's really not cool when it's flashing in and out of working like that. It's like if I get close to the edge of the frame. I just need a green screen to fix it, but time and money I haven't spent yet. Yeah, so this church guy rings a bell, Lilith shows up, convinces the town to kill the priest, and that's their origin story. But we do catch a hint of a guy that Lilith gives commands to, and I think that's who we're hunting down in Act 1.
Thank the light.
But we're just kind of exploring the sorceress. Yeah, I clicked on you. Let's go. Ooh, a necklace. We're gonna want that. And then some stuff with more armor, but not useful stats. That's okay. More armor is a useful stat. We don't want to take damage, but we might. Okay. This little cellar here. So these contain like little events. You'd think that since he's frozen, he wouldn't take as much damage from... Like, that's a little bit of a misnomer, huh? Because, like, we're trying to freeze enemies, and then it says that that one's frozen, but it doesn't mean that we made it. It's not going to get hit by frozen like we had frozen it. Anyway, let us move. Level up kills them all. Okay, so this is where we can read some more abilities. Our core. This is how we start spending mana. After casting a non-basic skill, you gain 2% resistance to all elements and 1% resistance to that skills element for 3 seconds. That sounds pretty useful. Releases 5 bolts of lightning that course along the ground in an erratic pattern. I used to love this one in like Diablo 2 when I first started playing. It's got its situations for sure. Unleash a stream of lightning that deals 24 damage and chains between nearby enemies and you up to 5 times, prioritizing enemies. So this could hit us. Incinerate. Channel a beam of fire, burning enemies for 33 damage per second. Damage per second increases over 4 seconds up to 44 seconds. So the longer you cast it, the more damage it does. Hurl an exploding ball of fire, dealing 40 damage to surrounding enemies. quick and dirty fireball. Frozen Orb unleashes an orb that chills for 34% and expels piercing shards, dealing a total of 21 damage. Upon expiration, Frozen Orb explodes, dealing 19 damage and chilling enemies for 9%. I absolutely loved this one. I'm not sure that it's better than like an Ice Shard, which just would launch quickly and would take advantage of frozen enemies. But let's go. We're going Frost Mage. Let's go Frozen Orb. Oh, you can expand it so it goes all the way out. That's cool. So like these are all locked by like how many skill points you've spent. So like as you level up, you'll get access to new categories. So our choices are kind of like limited towards the beginning, and then it's limited by our max level towards the end. We can only get to level 20 during beta weekend, so we're not too worried about it. We're just going to kind of commit. You know, let's see what kind of mages we like to build. That's kind of a cool shrine. I didn't read what it was, but like I shoot my bolt and then 3 spears shoot out. Ooh. I used a potion and didn't go pick that stuff up, but we're saving time. We're saving time. That's what I'm going to keep saying. So let's make kill some spiders. Oh, that looked cool. Oh, it's less damage because we don't have a primary weapon. Yeah, it's way less damage if I go back to the staff. So we'll stick with this for now. Oh, sick. Ha ha ha. That frozen orb is cool. Let's look at it. It's like similar to the one in Diablo 2, but it's like, and Diablo 3, but it still has its own unique look to it. But it acts in a similar way to what I expected from the previous spells, versions, and previous games, you know. Just that. So we're gonna pick up these crafting materials because they help us make elixirs, which gives us bonus XP, which, you know, will hopefully get us skills faster than if we just ignored that mechanic. It's a 30-minute elixir, so that's a significant amount of bonus experience time. We're already on that that tier 2 difficulty, if I remember correctly. Yeah, world tier 2. So we're already getting bonus experience. Hopefully those like stack on top of each other in a way that isn't purely additive, but rather multiplicative. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be additive. Just like, yeah, this gives you plus 15% bonus experience, and that gives you plus 5% or something. So they add together as 20 as opposed to 5% of what it currently is. A 5% increase on what it currently is. A fiendish folio, you say? Anyway, let's push this forward. We found quite a few ingredients. Be nice if we could find some more.
Is anyone here?
So this is going to be a traveler that we were sent to find. We're in his hut. He's not around. So we're like, oh, this bookshelf is flashing. Let's go behind it and click on this here creepy skull. And the dude shows up. and invites us to dinner.
Short fangs, young, freshly turned, an easy kill.
Creepy.
Further south than the others. They're spreading. This evil is spreading.
I do gotta say, I always liked how in Diablo, when something's read to you, it's read to you in the voice of the person that wrote it. I mean, typically. I guess there are times when, like, Deckard Cain would read some things from an old book that wasn't necessarily the author of the book, you know. But, that's very helpful to my conceptualization of which characters are saying what. 'Cause sometimes I'm poor with names, but I'm pretty good with voice recognition. And I imagine I'm not the only person that's like that.
Thought I'd live to see your worth. The angel in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father.
Yeah, so the statue's supposed to be the Holy Father. He's a real angel. Walks among us. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, a bunch of gold under that stone. Alright. Thanks for hiding your gold there, fool. And then this guy's going to want us to go through some ritual.
Time for this.
What's this about then?
To enter Kiyobushad,
Take a
And then
piece
he's
of
going to
wood
tell
from
us
the
to
shrine,
write about our worst sin.
which troubles you. Then cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns,
Pride.
I think Pride as a sorcerer is a pretty good pick. I'm pretty sure this choice is meaningless. But who knows?
good. You must feel.
And now we're in the multiplayer zone and we can play with our friends. Just as quick as that.
so, what did you write on a little piece of wood? I'm off to the dry steps and soon whistle.
So this guy's just like, hey,
Tattoos.
I'm gonna go track down that guy from your vision, but I need to get something back from this merchant. So we're gonna go to this merchant and see if he still has it, which of course we know he does.
So the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
So this is just like a shop mechanic feature.
Wait, the old man sold me this too. Said he didn't need it anymore.
We're gonna sell the stuff we don't
I
need.
want it back all the same. No charge. Anything else?
So these things with the pickaxe unlocks a new look on salvage. If you can see that in orange. So we're gonna go salvage those pieces, which is just right next door.
Fair trade.
And I don't think we need 3 of those skulls to do that, or 3 folios, or 3 wands. So we'll go ahead and salvage that stuff. I do like how the stores rotate their stock, and it's got a timer and it tells you that it's rotating its stock. We'll salvage all items for 9 iron chunks. Alright. And then at this mortar and pestle, we can craft our elixirs. Dodge by 4%, armor and thorns.
I
Okay,
cannot
well,
make
bite
this right
berry is what we need. Luckily, you can come to this next tab and you can craft things into Biteberry. And you can craft your elixir and use it. Excuse me.
Apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages.
So this guy's from the same order
From demons.
as Deckard Cain
These days, we are few.
from the original games. The
Sometimes
Roderick Order.
our paths in life are set to collide.
They're kind of like the mysterious guys that know more about angels and demons than the rest of us. Here's our ad to purchase Diablo 4. Comes out 6/6/2023. Good for them. We'll consider it.
Yes, well, Bozan has.
Yeah, that guy didn't deliver the goods. We'll have to find him. What's this then? Salvage that for a rawhide, which doesn't seem worth it. Gold might be more worth it. I feel like we find rawhides off of like all the wolves and stuff, or at least we did on the druid from the previous stream.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little
This is an
praise,
emote tutorial.
but I can't let them
Free
see me
experience.
soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me?
That way everyone wins. So they don't have to see her as soft, but they want us to do things. So for this, you're going to have to scroll up on the left, as you can see here.
Well done.
And then we get to
I'm
cheer.
impressed.
And tell the guard, look, I went and clapped for
I
them.
hope they don't get used to it.
And then she hands us experience somehow. And 280 gold. I mean, I guess if you're finding 30 gold under a rock, 280 gold might not be so bad. And we could just get a bunch of ingredients from that quest package. And in previous times I've headed out the other direction from the city. But maybe we'll go find this fool who didn't make his delivery. Okay, so these are Ice Clan Impalers. Oh, that guy's weapon is huge. Look at that thing. I don't care how sharp that thing is, it's gonna mess you up. Oh, I forgot about that spell already. It's so good. Headshot. I'm pretty sure the guy's over this way. I did it on the first beta weekend, but I only did it once. So we'll see how good my memory serves us. Nice chest down there, eh? I got a skill point that I haven't used. Spider host. That's like a human that spits out spiders. And it's so creepy. Oh, those spiders are big enough they're giving us leather. Ugh. I feel like that was a World of Warcraft thing too. Did I skip that chest? Oh well. I'm not sure what that's about. But we found
Indeed I am.
Bosun the monk.
Tried to choke the life out of me. All I could do before I lost consciousness was go over the cliff. I need to return to Kuyovashad and request a night escort. Please, take the tithing demands to the merchant lord, Talgun, in Menestad.
Alright, we got our tithing demands. He's gonna send us somewhere. Yeah, more damage on our frozen orb. That sounds great, especially for above 50 mana, which, you know, we're at 100 total, and it costs 40 each, so most of the times we cast this from starting combat, we will be getting that extra explosion damage. Now, that's didn't say 30% more damage, it said 30% more explosion damage. Hopefully that's a significant portion of the damage. I guess I could read. Deals 22 damage on explosion. After dealing 24 damage. Okay. Cool. So it does more damage when we need it most.
I will need to make the necessary arrangements. Please, excuse me.
Ungrateful. Alright, so now we're in like another little town area. It's kind of cool. More, it's another quest hub. I wonder if I was supposed to claim this at some point, because it is discovered. But like, do I just always miss that waypoint? Maybe. But now that we have that waypoint, we just click on it on our map. It's pretty cool. I mean, you can hit T to teleport to Kjovishgard. But like, it's nice that I can just click on the map and click on whatever waypoint I want, and it'll just teleport me there. Oh, level 50 plus, got it, coach. But that's cool, you can change your world difficulty right there. Then we're gonna go up to this chick.
We were born in sin.
She's gonna give a speech,
Of darkness.
and then we can talk to her.
Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
Walk in the light. What does she mean by that? Follow the path of lightness versus darkness?
Sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away.
They've got a lot of skull tattoos in this religion.
Lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but
Again, he fails in his duty.
with or without Lorath, Will
This religion is
rise,
somehow
shall
tied to
be
the Herodrum since it's his duty. Or maybe he has a duty to them not based on his
Take
Herodrum.
the knight's report before you go.
But he definitely is a lone
I
ranger.
received a report of a
He's on our
potential
side,
demon sighting.
but he doesn't take
A
orders.
horned woman near Yelesna Mines.
He tells us what to do.
Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
So I feel like we should probably push our main quest forward. Since it would be nice to take down a Shava, I think is what it's called. It's like a world boss encounter that you can get only, or that you can get only every 3 hours, but taking it down during the open beta unlocks a permanent reward, a feat of strength, and some cosmetic item. That'd be another town? Okay. It's kind of cool. Just a random book tells me where a town is. What are these? Evasive archers? Ooh.
What is this?
A sealed exorcist cache? My character literally said, "What is this?" as I picked it up. Oh. Yep, it's just one of those things. With random crafting materials in it, it appears. What is that? Oh, the Exorcist cache. Okay, that shrine's pretty cool. We just like explode every once in a while. I don't remember these guys from Beta Weekend 1. What are all those blue dots? And now they're red?
Listen carefully. I haven't much time. All our men, Lord Evitus, was held in the ancient city beneath the mountain. We carried his body to the ossuary, but he rose, thirsting for blood. Only I escaped.
Didn't look like he escaped, fool.
You must slay him.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I need to take a personal bio real quick, so I'll be back ASAP. Alright, well that was a horribly long break. Sorry about that to all people watching the stream, which is checks notes, no one, or anyone watching the VOD. I'll try and leave a note for that. I don't think I can edit the yeah, I don't think I can edit the I don't think I can edit it out from a live stream VOD. But let's take our portal back. We've got a skill point. I looked at that a little bit for a second, and I think we're gonna commit to Frozen Orb. 25% chance to make things vulnerable sounds great to me. And it makes everything vulnerable on explosion. So let's go back and, you know, work on this little quest. I'm not sure what that is. Am I missing something? Oh, it's an event. Okay. Oh, so we just have to kill enemies in this zone. Got it. Pick up those flames. This is cool. I think that Blizzard has done a good job of designing these characters to be fun to play, at least at the beginning. I'm sure it only gets better from here. I'm excited for the real game, the full game to come out, not like this is the fake game. So we're just gonna freeze things. I also kind of looked into the world boss that we need for our achievement. That's gonna happen on the east side of the map every 3 hours. 3, 6, 9, and 12. Whenever there's sorry. At 3, 6, 9, and 12 Pacific time. And we're on Central, which puts us 2 hours ahead. So next one's gonna be in a short while. Oh, there's essence up there that I didn't pick up. Maybe it's from that other person killing things. Yeah, I for sure did not come over here. Oh, cool. Fractured Peaks Renown gives us things, so we got a skill point off of that. That's cool. For all characters on the realm. So cool. Alright, so where do we want to go from here? We're working on our defensive skill category now. Glass Cannon. Deals 6% more damage, but take 3% more. That could be cool. Critical strikes have up to a 5% chance to reset the cooldown of one of your defensive skills. Can only happen once every 10 seconds. Well, we don't have any defensive skills, so we're definitely not picking that one first. Engulf yourself in flames for 2 seconds. Burning surrounding enemies for 30 damage per second. While flame shield is active, you are immune, which apparently shields are kind of important for the Ashava fight because she can like one-hit you. Transform into lightning, become unstoppable, and surge into the target location, dealing 19 damage upon arrival. Teleport's always cool. Ice armor. A barrier of ice forms around you for 6 seconds, absorbing 30% of your base life and damage. While ice armor is active, 5% of damage dealt is added to its barrier. That could be cool. Frost Nova. Unleash a torrent of frost, freezing enemies around you for 3 seconds. That could be really useful. It seems like the fire shield, it has that immune thing that we kind of need. More movement speed, but it's only 2 seconds. 50% of your missing health gets healed. Mana regeneration, damage against vulnerable enemies contributes 50% more to ice armor's barrier. That could be cool. I mean, like, it's hard to make enemies vulnerable, but we are kind of spec'd into that as a frost mage. Enemies that hit you while you have ice armor active have a 15% chance to become frozen for 3 seconds. It's 6 seconds of barrier, so it's not like it's a permanent one. Huh. I guess that's where the resetting that ability cooldown's kind of cool. Where it's like 19.7 second cooldown, but it lasts 6 seconds. So like if you can reset that ability with critical strike, you could double down, but only once every 10 seconds. So I'm not like super thrilled, but only because I'm thinking about that Ashava fight. Let's go with ice armor, right? That looks kind of cool. Hold your ground. So we're supposed to hang in here according to this symbol.
Be careful! Strike him down!
Rough staff. A helmet. Oh, nice. You saw them become vulnerable on that explosion. Oh, sweet. Three waves left. Two waves left. That axe is so big. I love it. Oh no.
I'm not ready yet.
That's not good. That is not good. Oh. Yeah, we didn't make it. Oh well. We tried. Maybe I should head back in. Oh, yep, there's still one wave left. Oh, but I didn't protect the guy. So no mastery, but with a death we completed it. I think mastery would just give us like a better chest at the end there, so maybe an achievement. See, I'm not super impressed with Ice Barrier, but I also didn't dodge it all, so
I'm not ready yet.
there's that. So where are we headed? We want to head to the Tarnished Luster. You know, I also didn't use my potion or my flask. Let's get that going. I'm really liking the hold down shift to click, so I don't have to like specifically mouse over a target. I can just kind of aim their general direction while I hold shift, and we're good to go. The increased armor and thorns would have been useful as well. Maybe we could have gotten a mastery then. But definitely seems hard, you know, solo as like a squishy sorcerer, which I think is totally fine. An ancient obelisk, eh? Maybe we'll do better on this one. Okay, we got one down. We gotta kill the telegrapher for sure. I want to walk over here. Thank you. Alright, we gotta get to this next one. Ooh, a battle wand. This guy's frozen. I'm very glad that it didn't land on our current plate. Alright, we gotta get it. Get rid of this telegrapher. Alright, we're good. Stand on this plate, please. Don't move. Holding down shift the whole time right now. We've got 19 seconds for this plate to complete. Mastery. Cool. Nice little like event on the way. Nice crit. So yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It's, you know, it's got kind of like a Dynasty Warrior feel to it, where you're like, you feel like you're the most powerful person on the field most of the time. You got over powerful attacks, and you know, but you still gotta pay attention and not die. Not sure what that indicates. Maybe that's a different quest I have. That blue diamond thing. That's what I'm referring to.
Once again.
Once again. Man, I didn't think that that bat was an enemy. I just kind of thought it was like the goats. Have to keep an eye out for that. Now maybe I'm being silly, but I wish that I could set it so that if I wasn't at max health and I walked over a potion while I was full, that it would
I'm here to purge this evil.
um
Now, I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
but maybe there's a reason that you wouldn't want to have that setting on.
The only way out of this is to fight.
What goes on here? I have to protect these people from the great evil. Yeah, we didn't do a very good job, I don't think.
I need time.
Well, we kept one of them alive.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Probably would have gotten more for each one that we left alive. That's a lot of potions. And we've got a skill point. So we're just maxing out our skills as we go in terms of like the abilities that go along with them. What the heck was that? Fiendish Folio. You know, a few things have dropped since I've checked the good old inventory. Rare wand seems like it would have been useful. Six dexterity, 8 dexterity. Neither one of those matter. Alright, cool. Bunch of reds. We're only looking for greens at this level, really. That orb looks cool. The one I'm holding on to in my hand. Bite Bay. So I probably want to pick that stuff up because I like crafting. So there's some other elixirs that we could use that would really change how a mage functions, maybe. I'm trying to find that symbol. Alright. That is a lot of ghouls. Alright. That was a lot of spell for one ghoul. So we're getting some decent crafting materials here, which is not something I feel like we were getting before. So we'll be able to afford our next flask when this one runs up. Looks like we're not even halfway done with it. It's 30 minutes total, so still got probably 20 minutes left on it. Oh yeah, and another skill point. Glass cannon doesn't seem that defensive, does it? It's not a huge increase in damage. Maybe on my primary, an increase of like 5 damage would be significant. Yeah, maybe. We'll give it a shot. Alright, so for level 10, it has this up arrow on our potion indicating that we are capable of upgrading our potion now. And instead of turning in that quest, we are gonna sell some stuff.
Good deal. Father boys.
Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. We'll save that for a salvage. It's yellow. Maybe we can salvage something cool out of it. Veiled crystal.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot. Need something forged?
And we do need to repair. We can upgrade an item. You know, I'm not really sure what else we're going to use our money for, so we may as well.
Not bad.
Okay, and that's what disenchanting the yellow items is good for. We upgraded that. Upgrade, upgrade. Cool. So unfortunately, I'm just like not well right at this moment, so I have to do another AFK. I kind of wish this was a record instead of a stream at this point, but I promise my future streams will have more commitment to the time slot allocation. But I'm gonna have to step away again for a second. Anyways, if you're enjoying this content, I'm not sure why, but give it a like and a subscribe, and you know you can see some more as it comes out. Really appreciate it. You know, I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I still have a lot of time and effort to put into it to go, but it's nice to receive a little encouragement along the way. But anyway, let's be right back then. Alright, well, unfortunately, I did not plan well for this weekend. And I'm going to have to cut this one short. But thanks for playing. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. And catch you on the next one.